Hey guys, Doc. Yes, I'm back at the beach house, but today I'm going to talk to you about something that'll change the way that you think about feeding your lawn and the way that your lawn takes up nutrients, and how, if you want to get a quick green lawn, a quick green up, how you can do that faster than you think you can. So hold on one sec. Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about mass flow and root interception. What does that mean? It's an extremely important point to understand if you want a quick green up of your lawn. It's something that the majority of people have never talked about, but it's very, very important when you start to use things like liquid supplements, when you start to use fast release fertilizers, what we're doing in the fall and in the spring. It's really important to understand how quickly those nutrients get to the plant. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. I am back down at the beach house. We cut it down here. We put down some green shocker, a bunch of different stuff. And before I forget, because I always do, hit subscribe, of course. On the Green Shocker website, a lot of you guys have ordered it and doing some testing with it. You can go over to greenshocker.com, and there's a page there that you can put down some of your testing results and actually upload a photo. It's not a place for questions, but it's up there before I forget it. And there is still some Green Shocker in stock. I'll link all the products I'm talking about in the description below. Let's go. So let's take a look at this plant. How does this plant take up nutrients? That's pretty important. The same thing with your lawn. How does your lawn take up nutrients? You have to understand how that works, and the mistake that some people make thinking about they can get a really quick green up when they're applying their nutrients and fertilizers at the wrong time. So let's talk about mass flow. What does mass flow mean? Basically, mass flow is the majority of nutrients are taken up to a plant, whether it's your grass or whatever it is, are taken up to the plant as it takes up water. So as it draws up water, it actually draws in the nutrients, and that's called mass flow. There's a couple other things like root interception. So as your roots grow, your roots touch nutrients and the plant takes it up. That's called root interception. But the bulk of your nutrients that are especially in relation to greening up your lawn are going to be taken up through mass flow. So if mass flow is how our lawn takes up nutrients, let me ask you this. If you have had 2 days of just rain sitting around like we did a couple weeks ago, and you go out and put a fertilizer, a fast release fertilizer, whether it's Green Shocker, the PGF Balanced, or even a spray supplement like Super Juice, if you put that down, how much water, since your soil is completely saturated for 2 days, how much water is your lawn going to be needing and taking up over the next 24 to 48 hours? Probably none. Your grass is not going to be taking up water, which is what? That's the way it gets the bulk of the nutrients. It brings in the nutrients as it absorbs the water and uses the water. It brings in the nutrients from the soil. That's how the bulk of the nutrients get in. And if our soil is saturated and the lawn's like, dude, I'm full, man, I don't need any more water, well, it's not going to be taking up nutrients for 2 days. I think that's a huge mistake that people don't understand. So I have pounded this before, and I'll say it again. If you're going to put something down, as an example, a Green Shocker, which is a extremely fast-acting, mild fertilizer supplement. Green Shocker, you're going to put down PGF Balance, you're going to spray Super Juice, whatever you're going to spray, some kind of feeding supplement, even iron is taken up this way too. If you do that, you want to do it on a dry soil. So wait until your lawn soil starts to dry out. Wait until at least a day or two after it rains. Apply this and then start watering it in, because the grass is not going to uptake those nutrients until it wants water, because they're both taken up at the same time. Does that make sense? So I think this is a critical part of understanding how quickly a nutrient or how quickly a product actually will impact the lawn. Again, don't go out right after 2 or 3 days of rain, your lawn is squishing. Your grass is not going to be taking up any water at all for at least 24 to 48 hours. You're not going to see any impact from the nutrients you're putting down. Wait until the sun's out, soil starts to dry out, and the plant goes, oh, man, I need a little bit of water, and it's going to take up the nutrients. perfect example of how timing is so critical. So anyways, I want to get that point across to you guys because it's really important on green shocker. If you apply green shocker to a wet, saturated lawn, you're not going to see results for a couple of days. If you put it on a dry lawn and water it in every 12 hours, like we say, every 12 hours, every 12 hours, every 12 hours, put it down on dry soil, the grass is going to start to take in that water, and at the same time take in all those nutrients, the iron, the 7-1-2, everything. So before I walk out there real quick, I have torn out this garden completely. And why am I done that? Because I'm going to be planting clumping bamboo back here, and clumping bamboo is different than normal bamboo. It's not really invasive. It doesn't use rhizomes and go all over. We do have a property, that's the only property next to us, and this clumping bamboo will grow up 25-30 feet. So I'm just going to plant the I hate you neighbor plant bamboo right in here, and it should be great. And that should be, I ordered it online, it's shipping, it's coming in today. Hit subscribe because I'll make that video probably next. The gardens back here, let me just show you those real quick. The gardens look really good. So while I was gone, there's a lady that actually does dog walking around here, and I asked her if she'd come over and water my plants, and she did. So the gardens are looking pretty good back here. We just wanted simple, sort of lush sort of gardens all around the pool area, and you can see they're all doing really nice all around the pool. My new pool cleaner is installed. I'll do a video on that. I absolutely love that new pool cleaner. It is a suction side pool cleaner, which makes all the difference in the world. Love it. So, this is what's incredible here. Look at this. Just look how thick this is. I can't even get through this. That's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. After, this is only 4 months old. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? So I did want to show you the zinnia gardens, or the flower gardens out front. Now we're planting in basically all sand out here. And look at this. I've been working in dirt booster and some PGF balance out here, and look at these flowers. Isn't that gorgeous? That is just absolutely gorgeous. Later in the day, this will just be filled with butterflies. I'll have 50 to 100 butterflies. There's one right now. Just all in here. And these are all from seed. This is all from seed. So I finally got my reel mower down here. Ordered a demo reel mower they had, and it's just phenomenal. So I'm using a 25-inch GR series. I linked to them down below, but I'm cutting this with a reel mower now. The new picket fence. We were going to get a vinyl picket fence. They're non-existent. It's been on order for 6 months. So I told my fence guy, I said, if I can't get a new fence in, what happens when a drunk runs through this, which is going to happen, and I have to repair it? He said, I don't know. I said, well, let's switch over. Let's hand build. I want you to hand build a white wood picket fence. So next week, I'll put it on video. He's going to come out. He's a really good fence guy. He's going to do a white picket fence all around the front. We're going to stain it with a solid white stain. We'll do that installation, and I'll put that on. But I want to talk to you real quick about the soil test and why I changed what I was doing. So let's go upstairs. So when we brought in this soil, the soil was really kind of weird. It was like a black sandy kind of soil. The problem that I had, the pH was 4.9. So we've been applying lime every couple of weeks. That was my initial soil test, and my initial soil test on this soil we brought in showed it was low on all the nutrients. So we had been putting down PGF balanced, constantly balance, and putting down lime. Well, I got my soil test. I did another soil test, and this is why you do a soil test more than once a year. I like to. My pH went up to about a 5.4, and I started to show a little bit of a spike in phosphorus. So now what I've done is I've cut out the balance, and I'm just using green shocker on this lawn. Remember, we get this time of year, we get away from the slow release fertilizers and we go to more fast release. Mild, we're just putting down light coats. So I'm putting down almost every week a light coat of green shocker, light coat of green shocker, light coat of green shocker, Look at my 10-day forecast. I'm in the 80s, perfect for zoysia. I'm watering as normal. When I start to see the stall coming up, that's when I'll probably just sort of cut it off all at once. I'll just sort of cut it off and let it go to sleep naturally. But right now, I can spoon feed this lawn every week with that green shocker. Man, just dark, thick, and green. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I think what I'll do is I'll just throw up some clips of me cutting the grass, and then I'll talk to you about some videos I got coming up here in the near future. So hold on. So this is basically what I've taken it down to. I give it a hard cut. This is where I was. This is where I was. And this is where I'm cutting to down here. So that's much better. What do you think, Ryan? Better?
Yeah, that's good.
I think so. I like it. So that's the line. That's the old, and this is the new. And take it down to the 1/4 inch. Look how thick this is, though. This is crazy. Look how thick that is. Insane for 4 months old. But I got smart, because what I did was I brought 3 bags of green shocker, and then I ordered for 6 more bags of green shocker, and I'm putting it out every week on this lawn. Just a light coat every single week until the temperatures get to the point where I'm going to stall. This stuff is so awesome. So, hey Linda, are you watching everyone go by? So what I can tell you is that this lawn is getting nothing but green shocker at this point. That's all I'm doing. Again, a light application about every week. That's all I'm doing. Light green shocker, light green shocker, light green shocker, water, and cut. And I'm going to do that until we get to the cold. The cold moves in and the lawn stalls out, and then I'll just stop. Not bad. I still have a few spots that I'm working on, but for 4 months old, when this was solid black dirt, that's pretty good. So like I said, I've got, I'll probably be shooting about 10 different videos while I'm down here, all kinds of subjects. I promised you guys that I'd do something on that new lithium battery golf cart that we just got in. I'll show you the bamboo. I'll talk about this bamboo that we're putting in. I'll show you what I'm doing on the backyard, which is a little bit different. A bunch of different stuff. Maybe I'll even take you guys fishing if I can. We'll see what's going on. Anyways, hit subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Bye.